Kurumjay, a very good afternoon. You are watching Afternoon English Bulletin on SKTV and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. "15 lakh tree saplings were planted across 16 districts in last 2 weeks. Sktv'S Chief Minister Kangpoki. State-level green finale of the 77 Van Mahotsav held at City Convention Centre. NIA arrests 2 more accused persons in connection with abduction and killing of 6 Naga civilians at Lailong Vaipai. Kuki militants attempt to kill Naga villager at Sktv'S. Village authority questions negligence of security forces and state government. And deletion from the electoral roll after SIR exercise will not automatically result in the loss of citizenship status, asserts Supreme Court. And now the top stories. Chief Minister Yumnam Kangpoki stated that 15 lakh tree saplings were planted across 16 districts in the state during the last 2 weeks as a part of the Van Mahotsav observance. He was speaking as a chief guest at the state-level green finale of the 77 Van Mahotsav celebration at the City Convention Centre, Palace Compound, Imphal. The event, held in convergence with Ek Peड़ Maa Ke Naam 3.0, was jointly organized by the Forest Department and the Forest Force. Deputy Chief Minister Lo Sidiko, Chief Conservator of Forest Anurag Bajpai, Arjuna Wardi Naurem Rosivina, Principal Secretary Forest Arun Kumar Sinha, Manipur University Vice Chancellor in charge Sumitra Fanjobam and JFMC Carmeral President Sagolsem Bina also attended the function. During the event, attendees planted tree saplings inside the CC Higher Secondary School campus and distributed prizes for a painting competition held previously in connection with the 77 Van Mahotsav observance. Speaking further, Chief Minister Kangpoki stated that the 2-week observance witnessed active participation from civil society organizations, women's groups, non-governmental organizations and students. Emphasizing the impact of environmental degradation in the state, he expressed deep concern that the state has already started paying the price of climate change. Kangpoki noted that rising temperatures have created a situation in which every household needs an air conditioner, unlike in the past.
Climate change is also maramama we umang koktopasis acho maramamani ada tuan ba mafam singda we mafam na madamna yar tabadagi labi semba khotpada u yanba da taga u karwa to singda grek to u yanba thokriba thodok mayam asina ekhoina angang ringi madamda AC darkar ramde fan hogi darkar ramde hujiki climate change na homai si kitang jinga ko pot yum moraga di fan thar ka fan de aying mudu na haksang si koi temperature di ingu yadre na looking at the climate change koi lebak sa thui aduna for the future generation hai tai sumba utsogama pangtoi si sigini.
Sktv'S Sharkhafung village authority has claimed that armed Kuki militants abducted and attempted to kill a villager of Sktv'S in Ukhrul district yesterday, but the Naga villager miraculously escaped from captivity, avoiding a major tragedy. In a press note, Sktv'S Sharkhafung village authority has condemned the incident and informed about the sequence of events that unfolded yesterday. The village authority maintained that a group of Kuki individuals was found illegally fishing at a pond owned by one Madhotmi Singlai of Sharkhafung village. The pond is situated along the boundary between Sharkhafung village and Thawai Kuki. The authority further informed that the victim, Avnar Kasar, who happened to pass by the pond, was captured by Kuki militants and was forcefully taken towards Thawai Kuki. The authority maintained that Abnir Kasar was beaten and hit multiple times by firearm, but somehow Abnir managed to escape from the captivity. Calling it an attempt to murder, Sikbung Sarkhafung village authority questioned security forces who are stationed near the area how Kuki militants were allowed to roam freely with sophisticated arms. While asserting that both state authorities and security forces have failed in their duty to safeguard the lives of innocent civilians, the authority maintained that any further untoward incidents occurred in the area, the state government and security forces will be held responsible for the consequences arising from their continued failure to discharge their duty and ensure safety and security for citizens. In a major breakthrough, a combined team comprising of Manipur police, NIA and CRPF personnel arrested 2 accused individuals in the abduction and killing of 6 Naga men at Leilong Vaipai area on May 13. The joint team arrested Lungaulal Vaipai, son of Paukthenkam Vaipai, resident of Leilong Vaipai village, and Lutmithang Silho, alias Jack, son of Paulen Silho, resident of Molhoi village in Laimakong. With the arrest of 2 more accused persons, NIA has nabbed altogether 4 individuals in connection with killing of 6 Naga men. According to Manipur police, efforts are on to arrest other individuals connected with the case. Villagers of Samuk in Kangpoki district's Kangchof-Geljang subdivision are facing severe humanitarian and economic crisis due to the ongoing unrest and movement restrictions. The situation reportedly intensified following the killing of 6 Nagas at Leilong Vaipai Kuki village, leading to a total blockade on the route passing through Laimakong. Samuk village, located around 32 kilometers from Imphal, has been cut off from major markets. According to villagers, access to the village from the Laimakong side requires passing through 7 Kuki-dominated villages. Owing to the prevailing tension and security concerns, residents are unable to travel outside the village, while traders are also unable to reach the area. Speaking to media persons, villagers said Samuk is a major producer of seasonal vegetables. Large quantities of cabbage, carrot, beetroot and rajma, that is kidney beans, are currently ready for harvest. However, due to the lack of transportation to markets in Imphal and other areas, the produce has begun rotting in the fields, causing losses worth lakhs of rupees. Villagers fear that the entire year's hard work is going to waste. They said they are watching their crops decay before their eyes as they cannot cross the blockade. The villagers stated that most households depend entirely on the sale of these vegetables for their livelihood. With no income for several weeks, many families are now struggling to meet their daily needs. The crisis has also affected children's education. According to the villagers, several students have been sent home or are facing expulsion from their schools as their parents are no longer able to pay the required school fees. The villagers have appealed to the state government to intervene by ensuring a secured passage or introducing a special mechanism for transporting their agricultural produce to the markets. They also urge the civil society organizations to press for immediate action to address their grievances before the situation deteriorates further. The community has sought immediate relief measures as well as a long-term security solution to ensure that the farmers of Kangchof-Geljang are not left bearing the consequences of the ongoing unrest.
Samuk hariba khunsi Kangpoki district Kangchof-Geljang subdivision makhada laibani Laimakong digi samuk tana lapada Chino Kuki khun truk red lalaga khun chali adubo akhoi kanglupta irang laibana maram oiduna mi phausa pa ngamdre aduna hojik samuk ta thariba manam sing kobi khangde cabbage khangde tulip khangde Chinese carrot khangde rajma khangde amabo oiro amata phutu pu yadana hojik khunja singji yamwana lairi maram aduna akhoi samuki laiba mi singse asina su phau gi suruk su oibani chakhau gi su oibani aduga angang sing su larik sina support tawbani adubo irang sina maram oiraga amata photobi adabni na loina pumthakre pathakre hoje angang sing school ka ba mi sing su mama mapa na senthuk gi lambi si loina thingkrabni na thopa ngamdabni na ngamaroi hana angang khradi khunda halapoi yauna re maram adu mari laina ba authority sing na CSOs government aduga department na samuki awab sim mieng changbiyo haina midagi thong na khan jabani
masi ai phamni pari manga turkuma aina thabani irang sina khudong sa dadana ai pot makhai si kri mantu soi ba yatre sana matha no so opaitre isai so singul larik la so tamhan ma yatre tuna government so khra mateng pangbio.
Supreme Court on Friday orally reiterated that deletion from the electoral roll after the Special Intensive Revision SIR exercise will not automatically result in the loss of the citizenship status. A bench comprising Chief Justice of India Surya Kant, Justice Joy Malia Bagchi and Justice V. Mohana was hearing a petition filed by Prasenjit Bose seeking various reliefs to streamline the hearing process in the appellate tribunals constituted to hear the appeals of SIR excluded persons. The Apex Court pointed out that it had made it clear in the Bihar SIR judgment that the ultimate authority to determine citizenship was not the Election Commission of India, and the removal from the electoral rolls cannot by itself result in the deprivation of citizenship. In the hearing, Justice Bagchi observed that the Election Commission of India is not the constitutional authority to determine citizenship under Articles 9, 10, 11 and 12 of the Constitution. The court relisted the matter for further hearing along with the batch of pleas against the West Bengal SIR. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla has emphasized the critical need for police and prosecution personnel to undergo comprehensive training to gain adequate knowledge of implementing the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act UAPA and the National Security Act NSA. The governor was speaking at the inaugural function of a two-day seminar on criminal justice administration at the MSFDS Palace compound in Imphal. The event was jointly organized by the Home Department and the Department of Law and Legislative Affairs in collaboration with the Manipur Judicial Academy. Addressing the gathering, Governor Bhalla highlighted the massive transformation in the country's criminal justice system following the enactment of 3 new criminal laws, that is Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita BNS, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita BNSS and Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam BSA, which came into effect on July 1, 2024. Noting that these laws replaced the colonial era IPC, CRPC and Indian Evidence Act, he stated that the new framework aims to deliver speedy justice, uphold the rights and dignity of victims, and integrate digital technology into the justice delivery system. The governor remarked that upon assuming office, he found the High Court of Manipur to be more advanced than many other states regarding the implementation and enforcement of these 3 laws. Lauding this progress, he pointed out that the High Court has already established video conferencing facilities and drafted necessary new rules. While emphasizing the vital roles played by the police, prosecution, judiciary and prison administration, Governor Bhalla stressed that the full enforcement of these laws requires coordination among all 4 pillars. He maintained that the entire system must function with the highest levels of professionalism, integrity and dedication. Reflecting on the challenges faced in Manipur late last year regarding UAPA and NSA cases, the governor shared that he had discussed the matter with the Chief Justice of High Court of Manipur to identify and address the training gaps for police and prosecutors. He also underlined the absolute importance of a transparent, citizen-friendly criminal justice system in Manipur to maintain peace, tranquility and development.
of the new Nyaya Sanhitas will strengthen public confidence, improve access to justice, and contribute significantly towards maintaining peace and rule of law. I urge all the participants to actively engage in the discussions, share experience, and identify practical problems, clear your doubts. The success of these reforms ultimately depends not merely on legislation, but on the commitment, competence, and the coordination of every stakeholder entrusted with the administration of justice. I once again congratulate Home Department, Law and Legislative Affairs Department, Manipur Judicial Academy for organizing this timely seminar. I am confident that the recommendations emerging or learning emerging from the program seminar will contribute meaningfully towards strengthening criminal justice system.
Meanwhile, the Chief Minister Yumnam Kemchen emphasized that the righteous justice delivery system is central to a strong democracy, stating that criminal justice relies on security, constitutional governance and public trust. He said that justice delivery system must protect fundamental rights and the rule of law so that citizens can live without fear. The Chief Minister noted that the BNS, BNSS and BSA bring historic legal reforms while highlighting the government's firm resolve to fully implement these 3 new laws in the state.
I encourage the participants of this seminar to make the fullest use of this opportunity, meaningful exchange between the bench, the bar, the police and the prosecution and the academic institution will strengthen coordination among the stakeholders and contribute to a more responsive, transparent and accountable justice delivery system. I am confident that deliberation over the next 2 days will generate valuable ideas and practical recommendations that will further strengthen criminal justice administration in Manipur and contribute to the effective implementation of the new Nyaya Sanhitas across the state.
And now, before you move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching Skttv News.
Akoi rice, akoi agro mining associates na miyam gidamang amuka su panganjare fortified rice haplaba cheng, akoi fortified added rice. Sizanabiu kanabalobiu, miron mimama amadi punung lariba angang dagi na charok laba fawbada, masa sondam nadamba, mahi masing da puning changdaba, chaudam thinba, brain son mana chingba kaya ohelak pa yabadagi ngakthok pangamba, makup ta na sugay raba cheng da micronutrients haptuna amuk chengi mawong matawga chak mana na siyam laba cheng makhal amani fortified rice. Akoi fortified added rice asi fasay na su ayaba piraba, Bharat Sarkar na ICDS napsa mid-day meal na chingba scheme kayada fortified rice haptuna miyam da panganbagum chak mana na panganjari bani. Masida iron, folic acid, vitamin B12 na chingba machal suna yauri, atopa lamga changdam na duna quality lay na putok laba, hekda magthong duna saba yaraba chengi, akoi fortified added rice. Sizanabiu, akoi fortified added rice.
Baikota na piri, marusik patin sing daging aktok patanatana, atopa kanaba sing, kudamoy na pambi singbu marahe na sathanba, amasung pau pambi singbu masahe na pokhandona pautok asuki matik layali. Matam sang na tin tahande, hanjan hidak sajana bagi mathaw tahande. Buyers ke baikota, lau balomi singda thajo bagaloinana, hena saukhat halle, amasung lomi singda akiba amata layande. Buyer Council Activity Pauthava Singkhaki Ngathong Nabasemani. Amasung Hidagasina, Napi Makal Kudimak Mangan Bangame. Sumnatangi Pohun Krabana Traga Link Krabamatung Numini Pani Dagina, Tarani Toyfobagi Manunda Season of Vigadabani. Quaiding Satiba Napi Makal Kudimak Pusu Mangan Bangame. Maramasina Kuling Nepiki Sading Handhali, Loinana Adong Sentok Hengat Halle. Lomi Singi the Muktadi, Buyers Council Activena, Quaidiki Faraba Pambaidi.
Welcome back. You are watching Afternoon English Bulletin on Skttv. Now proceeding with other news. 2 police officers from Manipur have been awarded high achievement certificates for their outstanding performance during the 48 IPS induction and training course at the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy in Hyderabad. SP Prosecution Dhanapyari Vishnu Latpam and Assistant Director MPTC Victoria Yenkom have been awarded high achievement certificates during 48 IPS induction and training course conducted at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy. Meanwhile, Manipur DGP Mukesh Singh has acknowledged the achievement of 2 police officers. In a post on X, Manipur Police has lauded the 2 officers and maintained that their exemplary achievement reflects the highest standards of professionalism, dedication and excellence and brings immense pride to Manipur Police. In continuation of its effort to restore peace in the state, security forces have recovered arms and ammunition during search operation that was conducted at general area of 0 point near Bulletin in Kangpoki district. In the operation, security forces recovered 1.22 rifle with magazine, 15 single-barrel rifles, 3 9mm pistols, 1.22 pistol, 5 improvised mortars, 107 live rounds ammunition of different calibers, 205 fired cartridges cases, 4 Motorola batteries and 1 PEK. Members of the Northeast Indian diaspora in the United Kingdom came together to celebrate the region's extraordinary cultural diversity at the United Colours of the Northeast India Festival held at the Indian Gymkhana Club in London last week. The festival was organised by Northeast Indians in UK, in short NEI UK, and supported by Pradyot Bikram Manikya Devarma, head of Tripura's erstwhile royal family. The festival featured regional cuisine, folk songs, live musical performances, traditional handloom and handicraft displays, cultural exhibitions and community activities that introduce the richness of Northeast India to a wider international audience while strengthening bonds within the diaspora. Marking a significant milestone for the community, the organizers highlighted that this was the first event of its kind in London to celebrate all 8 northeastern states on such a large scale, attracting more than 500 attendees. Meetei Irol Iek Loina Salon Apunbalov Milal Kanglik Park has announced that its annual student competition Meetei Mayek Athoy Ahen Changdam Nava will be held on August 2nd. According to a press release by Milal's publicity secretary, the exam will span 6 districts, including Jiribam, and is open to students from classes 1 to 10. The deadline for form submission is July 20th, and admit cards will be distributed starting July 25th through district volunteers. Candidates must arrive at their designated centers in full school uniform. Milal also sought assistance from police, CSOs, women's groups and local clubs to ensure a smooth process while appealing to the public to refrain from calling bunds or blockades on the day of the exam. The 7th annual interaction program between the Meitei and Meitei Pangal communities residing in Manipur, Assam, Tripura and Bangladesh was held yesterday in the presence of former Rajya Sabha MP Sanajauba Leishsemba. The event titled Taret Suba Pukmen Paumina Bagi Thauram was organized by the Meitei Pangal Igi Konguliba Foundation Committee of Manipur, Assam, Tripura and Bangladesh. In a press release, the committee's General Secretary, Mohammad Abdul Mazid Saha, stated that the event was presided over by its president, Voyamayum Yaima Shah. The statement further maintained that Leishsemba Sanajauba appealed to all communities to cast aside their differences and work collectively towards bringing peace and normalcy in the state. The former MP also called on the Meitei and Meitei Pangal communities to treasure and strengthen their age-old fraternal bond, while assuring that the Kaji Loishang will function in a manner suitable to the present time. Sanajauba expressed his belief that the Kaji system can still be deployed in the Sana Konu, even if it does not strictly follow the way it functioned in ancient times. And now moving on to national news. Sky Route Aerospace has written a new chapter in the Indian space sector by successfully completing the test flight of Vikram-1 on Saturday, becoming the first Indian private orbital rocket to be launched from Indian soil. The space mission, named Mission Agaman, lifted off at 12:06 p.m. Indian Standard Time today from first launch pad of the Satish Dhawan Space Center on Sri Harikota Island in Andhra Pradesh. The private orbital rocket carried technological demonstration payloads from Gadha Space, Cosmosurf D-Cubed, Sky Route's own SCOP payload, along with an artwork called Cosmic Bloom by Cosmos Diamonds and a micro art payload. The successful launch of Vikram-1 marks the first attempt by an Indian private company to place a payload into low Earth orbit using a fully self-developed rocket. Immediately after the mission was declared a success, Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to CEO of Sky Route Aerospace, Pawan Kumar Chandana, and co-founder Naga Bharat Dhaka over the phone and hailed the successful launch of country's maiden private orbital rocket, saying that it proved country's self-reliance push. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. "15 lakh tree saplings were planted across 16 districts in last 2 weeks," asserts Chief Minister Kemchan. State-level green finale of the 77 Van Mahotsav held at City Convention Centre. NIA arrests 2 more accused persons in connection with abduction and killing of 6 Naga civilians at Lailong Waifai. Kuki militants attempt to kill a Naga villager at Sktv'S. Village authority questions negligence of security forces and state government. And deletion from the electoral roll after SIR exercise will not automatically result in the loss of citizenship status, asserts Supreme Court. Well, that's all we have in this afternoon bulletin. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, have a great evening.